So let's understand the maths involved in the recent Trump's assassination attempt. Whether the shooter missed it because of the wind deviation or Trump was saved because of pure luck. What are the factors that we need to consider here? To determine the deviation in the bullet's path due to crosswind, we need to consider several factors, including the bullet speed, the wind speed, the angle of the wind, and the distance of the bullets traveled. So, this is the image recreated based on the information that we have. This is the podium here where the Trump was standing. The shooter was here, and the sniper of the state was here. So the distance between the shooter and the Trump, it was 137 yards. He used an AR rifle. Bullet caliber was 5.56, so which gave the bullet speed of 3100 feet per second. It was a 22 grains bullet fired from AR-15. Now we know that the shooter missed the target. Whether he considered that there was some deviation because of the wind, there must be some wind that day, and the wind will cause some deviation in the bullet's path. Whether he considered this deviation and then he took the shot, compensating the deviation and then taking the aim and taking the shot, or he did not take it into account, the deviation, and then he shot the bullet and that's why he missed. What was the reason for missing the target? Whether it was pure luck, whether he missed because Trump moved his head and there was a gap of few inches. Let's see in this math. Let's solve this. So the distance to target was 137 yards. Bullet caliber was 5.56. Bullet mass was 22 grains. Bullet speed is 3100 feet per second because the rifle was AR-15. And crosswind speed, let's say it was not 7 miles per hour exactly, because that day the wind was around 5 to 8 miles per hour. So let's take here 5 miles per hour. We are taking rough values for these factors which are not known exactly. Other factors are given: the distance, the bullet caliber, etc. The bullet speed we know. Now first we have to calculate the flight time of bullet. For that we need speed and distance. Time taken by the bullet to reach the target is distance upon bullet speed. Now distance is 137 yards. We will convert it into feet. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Therefore 137 yard is 137 times 3 feet, that is 411 feet. So we converted it into feet because the bullet speed is in feet. So time taken by the bullet to reach the target is distance upon bullet speed. Distance is 411 feet. Bullet speed is 3100 feet. So the time will be 0.1325. We will take only 4 digits after decimal. So this is the time taken by the bullet to reach the target. Now, since there was some crosswind at that day, let's say crosswind speed was 5 miles per hour, we will also convert it into feet. 1 miles per hour is 1.46667 feet per second. So if we convert it into feet, it will be 5 times 1.46667, that is equal to 7.33335 feet per second. So this is the crosswind speed, but the effective crosswind speed will be different. Why? Because consider that the bullet is traveling in this direction. There is a wind. Let's say wind is blowing with 45-degree angle. This wind will drag the bullet in this direction. That means the perpendicular component of the wind will act on the bullet. That's why we will take here effective crosswind speed. If it is 45 degree, then it is cos 45 degree. So effective crosswind speed we will have to calculate. Effective crosswind speed will be crosswind speed times cos 45 degree. I'm taking 45-degree angle because it is neither 90 degree nor 0. So I'm taking the midway for rough calculation. So cross wind speed, let's take 7.33335 times value of cos 45 degree is root 2 upon 2. So this will approximately give us 5.18 feet per second. So this is the effective crosswind speed. Now the formula for deviation is crosswind speed multiplied to the time of flight, the time of flight of bullet and the crosswind speed. So the effective crosswind speed that we calculated here is 5.18 feet per second. Time of flight is the bullet's time of flight, that is 0.1325 second. So 0.1325, that is approximately equal to 0.69 feet. So this much is the deviation. Now let's convert this into inches. 0.69 feet is equal to 8.28 inches. Now this is an average human male's head. Consider that Trump was standing like this and shooter was shooting from here. Now when shooter was shooting from here and Trump was in this direction, deviation is approximately 8 inches, and the size of the head is also in inches is 8 inches approximately. In centimeter is 19.8 centimeter, but in inches it is approximately 8 inches. When the head was turned, the shooter missed the head. The bullet grazed the right ear of Trump. That means the shooter did take into account that the crosswind speed will deviate the bullet, it will curve. So he took into account that deviation and then he took the target. Otherwise, he would have missed the target by more than 2 inches. So this indicates that shooter kept the crosshairs few inches away from the head, taking into account the deviation, so that even with the deviation, he would have hit the target. But since Trump moved his head, the effective width of his head became 6 inches. And that's what the gap of 2 inches came from. And that's why the bullet grazed the right ear and not hit the head. So the shooter did aim the target few inches away from the head. That means the crosshair was away from the face, taking into account the deviation. But since he moved the head, the width decreased and the shooter missed the target. So shooter was not just some casual random person, but a very calculated person who knew how to take aim, what to consider, what are the factors here. And Trump survived just because of his pure luck. How did you like this video? Let me know in the comment section, and please share your views. Thanks for watching.